Hello my lovely friends, welcome to your Yin Yoga practice for your whole body. If you'd like to come and find a comfortable seated position to start, perhaps taking a cushion or a pillow and just placing it underneath the sit bones just to raise the hips. Good, make sure you get nice and comfortable, have a little sway from side to side. And then when you are, just placing your hands on your thighs. Palms can face down or up, entirely up to you. And then just softening your gaze out in front of you on the floor, or closing your eyes if that feels nice. Use this moment to settle in. Notice your breath. How does it feel today? And just take a moment to ask yourself why you stepped on your mat today. So what's your intention for this practice, for this time dedicated to yourself? As you sit here, just let your awareness sink into your belly. Notice the rhythm of your breath, feeling the rise and fall of each inhale and exhale. And then just allow your awareness to broaden, so to other feelings in the body. Perhaps feel the earth beneath you. Feel the sky above you. Maybe notice the temperature of the air on your skin, or the touch of your clothing. And then bring your awareness to your heart. Check in with how you're feeling, the state of your emotions in this moment. They don't need to be big, or they don't need to be a certain way. Just become aware of them. Look closely and try not to dismiss any. Just notice what is arising without judging. Good, keeping your eyes closed and just staying in this state of stillness and ease. I'm going to just raise our right hand and just bring your fingertips to your chest, to about the center of your chest. And we're just going to start gently tapping on our chest. This is called heart tapping, so we're just moving energy. We're unblocking. Starting to stimulate the thymus gland that's located beneath our sternum. So just moving around the chest here. You can move the fingers up and down as you do. Maybe to the left, to the right. Imagine almost massaging your heart as you do this. again, just releasing the hand back onto the thigh. Just noticing how you feel. Lovely, my friends, and you can keep your eyes closed here, or you can open them up if you'd like. We're just going to bring the soles of our feet together as we come to our butterfly pose, our first yin posture of our practice today. Now you can still sit on the edge of your blanket perhaps, or your cushion, maybe placing some blocks under either sides of the knees just to raise them a little bit. And we're going to bring our fingertips and interlace them in between our toes. So just take a moment to do that. You might have to actively spread your toes yourself. Good. By doing this, we're stimulating all of our lower 6 body meridians that end, or start, you could say, in between our toes, in our feet, and then run up through various channels in our body. Good. If you can, just try and keep a really tall, long spine here. So it might mean that you need to draw the feet in a little bit closer, perhaps. Maybe it means you need to draw the knees up. Just have a little play around with where you want to be. And then when you're in your position, just come to close your eyes, or again, soften your gaze in front of you. Tune into your breath. Just letting the knees fall away to either side. As you exhale, try and release any tension that you might be feeling. Tap into your inner world, your inner experience, and just find your own stillness here. If you'd like to take any movement whilst in this position, then just taking some gentle head rolls. Getting into the neck a little bit, getting into the shoulders. Bringing the head back up to neutral. Start to slowly release the fingers from the toes. And then bringing the hands to the outside of the legs as we draw the knees back into each other. Good, bringing the hands behind you here, just leaning back onto them. Just take a moment. Feeling the echo of the pose. Notice how your toes feel perhaps. Good, and then we're going to come to stretch our legs out in front of us now. Coming to our caterpillar pose. So both legs straightened out in front. Again, have your bolster, your blanket, your blocks, everything close by. Good, and just notice how you feel sat here. Perhaps you need to place, again, a folded blanket underneath your sit bones just to raise your hips up a little bit. Maybe even softening the knees. And as we take an inhale now, think of growing tall through the top of the head. And as you exhale, start to hinge at the hips as you fold over the legs. Now we're not aiming for our head to touch our knees or our shins or anything here. We're coming into a position where we can feel the stretch. We can feel the gentle pressure on our joints and our fascia, but we're not forcing anything. We're not going too far. So just figure out where you want to be to start with, and we'll use our breath to move in deeper. So try not to let your ego get in the way. Try not to finish the race before we've even started. Remember, it's about the journey. So in Yin Yoga, we are putting gentle pressure on the joints. And as we breathe, as we move in deeper, we're releasing fascia. We're releasing the hold of our connective tissue. So just notice where you feel this stretch. Perhaps the hamstrings, maybe the calves too, perhaps the lower back. And just prop yourself up so you can start to relax your muscles. Nice and heavy. If that doesn't feel very nice, then you can grab a block and just place it in between your legs, resting your forehead on it, just to give you some support. Use your inhales to breathe into those tight areas. Imagine sending your breath into those places. And then as you exhale, just try and let them go. You can do a big exhale out of the mouth. Notice where you're holding on. And just use this time to let it all go. And notice if your body is starting to relax, starting to surrender. If it is and you feel like you can go a little bit further, then maybe releasing one of your props or creeping your hands forward a little bit. If you find it's the opposite and it feels too much, then just use this time to come away from the stretch. Breathing, keep using your inhales and exhales. Great, my friends. From here, very slowly, start to walk the hands back into the body. Moving calm, moving slow, raising the body up. And then just bring the hands behind you again. Just rock your weight back into them. Notice. Notice this shadow of the pose. Notice it leaving your body. Nice. And from here, again, moving really slowly in between each posture, as we do in each posture. Just come round to kneel. And we're going to tuck our toes under now to come to our toe squat. So again, grabbing any props that you need, perhaps a folded up blanket in between the legs, just to give yourself a little bit of support. Perhaps you want to place it under your sit bones, on top of your heels. Just have a good enquire here, and then just coming round and actively untucking the toes, tucking the toes, sorry. So little toes, the ones that tend to hibernate and hide away, just really tucking those and placing them on the floor. Good, you should be able to feel this stretch already. If this ever becomes too much, then you can release the toes and just come to the tops of the feet. Nice. From here, at the same time as this, we're going to come into our cow face arms. So reach the right hand overhead, bending at the elbow, reach the hand down the back. Then we're going to sweep the left arm from underneath, seeing if we can reach the fingers towards one another, perhaps even interlacing them, grabbing them. If you want to grab your strap or your belt here to hold either end of. Good, and there's a lot going on in this one, so just be mindful of that. Use your breath to come back to. If you've got your strap, then as you use your breath to move in a little bit deeper, you can start to crawl your hands from either end closer into one another. start to open up a little bit. Good, close your eyes. Use this time to notice. Notice and enjoy all the sensations. They might be quite strong, especially the ones in the feet, but just enjoy it. Use your breath to pass through. Good, and then from here we're going to release the arms. Bringing the right arm on top of the other now, bending at the elbow, and then intertwining them, coming to our eagle arms. Relax the shoulders away from the ears here. Stretching across the top of the back this time. Use your breath actively, use your inhales and exhales. Know that this too shall pass. Try and persevere. Detoxifying all of the lower body here using our toe squat. Good, my friends, and then release the hands now. Bring them in front of you on the floor as we lift off the toes. Good, and then just take a moment here. Feel that sensation, feel that energy running through the soles of the feet. Good, and then just gently start to tap the tops of the toes, the tops of the feet on your mat. And then we'll come to sit back on our heels. Tops of the feet pressing down now. Good, and we'll come to the other side with our arms either staying here, or if you want anything a little bit more intense, coming into an ankle stretch. So this would be starting to rock back on the heels now. Perhaps lifting the knees up a little bit from the floor as we stretch the front of the feet and the ankles. Again, this can be quite intense, so if you want to place a cushion underneath the knees just for an ever so slight but supported stretch, then this is a really great one for here. Just figure out where you want to be for your lower body first. And then close your eyes, staying in this internal state of stillness as we move in and out of each of these postures. Good, my friends, when you've found where you want to be, raise the left hand up to the sky this time, bending at the elbow, and reach the hand down the back. And then we'll sweep the right one underneath, seeing if we can maybe touch the fingertips, maybe take hold of them. If you've got your strap or your belt, then using that here again. Good, and then find some stillness. Find your breath. Use your exhales to soften where there's any tension. Perhaps you can creep your hands closer together on your strap, or creep your fingers closer together. Good, and then we're going to release the arms from here. Cross the left one over the right this time, bending at the elbow, seeing if we can interlace the palms round to touch eagle arms. If you feel like here you want to increase your ankle stretch, then maybe adding another level in your prop, or just rocking back onto the heels. If you want to come out of that altogether, then also please do. Know that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. Exhale to relax your shoulders, make some space. Good, my friends, and then release your arms here. Again, bring the hands in front of you as you rock forward, and just release the feet, maybe flexing them a little bit or letting them hang. Just notice, feel into any sensations. Slowly bringing the legs round to one side as we come onto our sit bones. Gonna slowly come round to the long edge of our mat. Then we're gonna open both legs up now to come into our straddle. So we're not aiming to get into a split here, just opening the legs out until we can feel a stretch in our hips, in the insides of our legs. Make sure we're grounding down through both sit bones. Again, grab all your props, have them close by, and then just relax your feet. So used to holding on to tension in the feet and the legs now. Just relax them, give them a little wiggle. And then as you take an inhale now, either staying here, this might be a great place for you to be. If it is, just bringing the hands onto the hips and just rock forward to stick the tailbone out almost. We're just tilting the pelvis backwards here. Now this might be completely enough, and if it is, then just you can either sit and rock forwards and back, or just sit forwards. If you want a little bit more, then on an exhale, just start to walk the fingertips forward as we slowly lower the body in between the legs. Good, it doesn't matter where you come to. Again, we're coming to our edge here, so that place of comfort and discomfort we're trying to find. If you need to grab your props, maybe stack picking your blocks up to rest your forehead on. Perhaps grabbing your bolster if you want to get really comfortable, or a big cushion or blanket, and rolling it up and just lowering your body onto it so you can completely relax. You don't have to think about holding yourself up. Decide where feels right for you to start. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. If you've come down to your forearms, perhaps you want to bring the palms to face up to the sky in more of a surrender and opening position. If you're quite open in your hips and you want to come down further, then maybe reaching the hands out in front as you exhale and lower the body closer to the floor. Another option, if you're quite open in the hips, is to reach the arms out to either side, almost towards the feet, as you lower the body down. Maybe bringing the side of the head to the floor. Exhale to soften, to relax, to release. Inhale to make space. And then take this moment to perhaps move a little deeper, if that feels right, or maybe even come away if you went too far perhaps, or it was a little bit too intense. Can take a big releasing exhale out of the mouth. Good, releasing tension out of the hips, moving that built up or stored energy and circulating it around the body. Good, take one more big releasing exhale out of the mouth. And then moving as slowly as you did into this pose, start to walk the hands back to the body, raising yourself up as you do, and And then just helping your legs in now. Good. From here, slowly, we're going to come down all the way down to our back. And when you get there, hug both knees into the chest. Feeling the length of your spine on the floor. From here, let the left leg lengthen and stretch out long as you hug the right knee in. Good, relax the shoulders. And then taking the right leg with the left hand and just guiding it over to the left side to come into a supine twist. Good, opening up the right arm here into our cactus arm, palm facing up. Trying to keep both shoulder blades grounded. Good, my friends. Slowly roll onto your back. Hug the right knee in. And then let it stretch out long on the floor. Taking a moment here. When you're ready, hugging the left knee into the chest. Again, feeling the length of your spine, pressing into the mat. And then using the right hand, start to guide the leg over to the right. Open up the left arm, left palm facing up. Both shoulder blades nice and grounded. Close your eyes. slowly rolling onto your back, hugging the left knee into the chest. And then just draw the right knee in to join it as well. Have a little rock. Just massaging the lower spine, the lower back. And then just take both soles of the feet to face up to the sky. You can grab your strap here to assist if you would like. We're going to come to our happy baby pose. So either taking hold of the outsides of the feet or getting the peace fingers and wrapping them around the big toe. Just work out whatever feels good for you. Or yeah, alternatively grabbing your strap, placing it over the top, the soles of your feet, and then drawing down with the hands at either side. Good, and then as you exhale, think of drawing the knees down towards the floor, towards the armpits. Think of pressing the lower back into the floor. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath your chest, underneath your heart space. Just try and soften the area of your hips. Try and relax that space. As you exhale, just pressing the length of your spine into the mat, into the floor. Good, my friends, then releasing the feet, just bring the legs together, straightening the knees. And just let the legs hang here for a moment. Let the feet become nice and soft. Bring one hand on top of the other, either on your belly or on your heart. Just straining our legs here, reversing the effects of gravity. And then bending the knees, draw them into your chest. And then send one leg out long at a time onto your mat as we come to our final position, our Shavasana. And grab a blanket and place it over the top of you. Perhaps place a bolster or cushions just to raise the knees a little bit, protecting the lower back. Take any comfies and cozies here, maybe putting an eye patch on, your socks on. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Just take a moment to arrive here in your Shavasana. Notice how your body feels, particularly your lower body, the soles of your feet, your calves. How do your thighs feel? Are there any sensations in your hips? Let your whole body be heavy and grounded. As you take this moment for yourself and just to reap the benefits of your practice today. Stimulating your lower body, detoxifying, start to come back to your breath, deepening your inhales, elongating your exhales, and come back to your body, maybe wheeling your toes, your fingers, and reaching your arms overhead, giving yourself a big stretch. And then just bending your knees in, roll over onto one side into your fetal position. And when you're ready, just bringing yourself up to find a seated position on your mat. Good, rest your hands on your knees. Notice how you feel. Perhaps a little different from when you stepped on your mat today. And draw your palms to your heart. And take this moment to thank yourself for your wonderful practice. To thank yourself for showing up and dedicating this time just for you and your well-being. Thank you for joining me for your lower body Yin Yoga. Hope to see you again very, very soon. And from my heart to yours, Namaste.